All right, welcome. If you're a new tax professional, you've got the skills, but your client list is, well, empty, then you are in exactly the right place. We're about to break down 15 completely free ways to get clients, all based on some amazing training by Dr. Geno Bradley from GBC University. This is your playbook. Let's get into it.
So let's be real for a second. You put in the work, you took the classes, you know your stuff, and you were ready to go. But you look at your calendar and all you hear are crickets. It's got to be one of the most frustrating feelings, right? But I promise you this is a super common problem, and the fix is way simpler than you think.
Okay, let's get one thing straight right now. The problem isn't you. It's not your ability, you're qualified. The problem is just that people can't hire you if they don't even know you exist. It's purely a visibility issue. And the best part? That's a problem we can start fixing today without you spending a single dime. Look, this is the entire game plan boiled down to its simplest form. Visibility, making sure people see you, plus consistent action. Doing the small things every single day, that's what equals income. That's it. Forget all the complicated, expensive marketing funnels. This simple engine is what's going to drive your whole business. So where do we even begin? Well, not all potential clients are created equal. You've got your hot market. These are your close friends, your family, the people who already know, like, and trust you. Then you have your warm market. That's one step out. Coworkers, acquaintances, folks you know casually. We are going to start with that hot market because they're the easiest yeses. They'll give you that initial momentum and confidence to really get this ball rolling. All right, time to get practical. Your number one, most effective and totally free marketing tool, it's not some fancy software, it's sitting in your pocket or maybe even in your hand right now. Yep, I'm talking about the contact list on your phone. And here is the magic number, 50. This is your new daily minimum standard. You are going to send 50 text messages every single day. Just work your way right through your contact list, A to Z. This isn't about feeling motivated, you know? This is about building unstoppable momentum, one text at a time. And I know what you're thinking. What do I even say? You say exactly this. It is simple, it's warm, and notice it's not a hard sell. You're just creating awareness. You're planting a seed. This little message opens the door for conversations and referrals without making anyone feel pressured. And you can totally change it up for the new year or just tax season in general. Now, here's the part that's a total game changer for your mindset. Every single text you send is a win. Why? Because it can only lead to one of three amazing outcomes. 1, some people will book you right there on the spot. 2, some will file it away and book you later when they're ready. And 3, some will refer you to a friend who needs help right now. See? There's no losing here. Okay, so you're reaching out to your network. We need to make sure your online presence actually backs you up. So I want you to ask yourself this question, honestly. If a potential client landed on your Facebook or Instagram page this very second, would they have any clue what you do? If the answer is no, or even a hesitant maybe, we've just found our next easy fix. Think of your social media profile as your digital storefront. Let's get it looking open for business. You can do these 3 things in the next 10 minutes. First, update your profile photo to something professional and friendly. Second, your cover photo should scream, "I'm a tax pro." And finally, your bio. It needs to say it plain and simple. Tax preparation services. These tiny tweaks make a massive difference. And here is another one of those non-negotiable rules. You have to post twice a day, every single day. Once in the morning, once in the evening. You know, consistency is so much more important than perfection. You don't need fancy graphics. You just need to show up. Every post is another little reminder that you're here and you're the one to call. So what do you post? Pure value. Educational content. Simple tax tips. Explain the difference between a tax credit and a deduction. Post a checklist of documents people need. This makes you the helpful expert, not just another salesperson. But, and this is so important, every single post has to end with a clear call to action. Tell them what to do next. DM me for help. Comment tax below for my checklist. Okay, this is a pro-level tip that most people get wrong. Your Facebook business page, think of it like a brochure. It gets almost no organic reach, maybe 2 to 5%. Your personal page, on the other hand, that reaches 10, 20%, or even more of your network. So the strategy is simple. Create that business page so you look legit, but share all your great content on your personal page where people will actually see it. You know, while everyone else is fighting for attention online, you can get a huge edge by not forgetting about the real world. Flyers, business cards, door hangers, they still work. Think about places with a captive audience: barbershops, laundromats, apartment complex bulletin boards. Seriously, these old school methods are golden. And speaking of powerful tools, a Google business profile might just be the most valuable piece of free real estate on the internet for your business. When someone in your town searches tax preparer near me, this is how you show up. It's free, it takes like 15 minutes to set up, and then it works for you 24/7, building trust while you sleep. Okay, so your marketing's working and an inquiry comes in. What do you say? I want you to memorize this line. It's confident, it's professional, and it immediately shows them you have a process. It tells them you're organized and in control, which is exactly what a new client wants to feel. Let's be very, very clear about something. No response does not mean no, it just means not right now. People are busy. The real money, the fortune, is in the follow-up. Did you know that 80% of sales happen after 5 or more contacts, and yet most people give up after 1 or 2? Following up isn't annoying, it's professional. So let's bring this all together into a dead simple daily plan. This is your non-negotiable minimum, just 3 things. Send 50 texts, create 2 social media posts, and have at least 1 conversation about taxes. That's it. This whole checklist takes less than an hour, and it's this consistent, daily action that builds a real business. So let's just bust a few myths right now. You do not need paid ads. You don't need a big budget. You don't even need fancy branding to get your first clients. What you do need are the 3 things we've been talking about this whole time: action, visibility, and consistency. That's the recipe. And that brings us to this really powerful quote from Dr. Bradley himself. I can teach you the game, but I can't want it for you. We've laid out the entire strategy. It's proven. It's free. It works. But just knowing this stuff doesn't change anything. The desire, the drive to actually do it, that has to come from you. So right now, you really have 3 choices. Path 1, you can do nothing. And, well, nothing will change. Path 2, you can try this for a week, not see instant results, get discouraged, and quit. Or path 3, you can decide right now to go all in, to commit to this simple process, and to actually build the business you've been dreaming of. So here we are. We've given you the complete playbook. You have the scripts, the daily checklist, the strategy. The only piece of the puzzle that's left is you. So the final question is pretty simple. You have the playbook. Are you going to work it?